Hey guys, Krinny here, and today I'm going to be doing my first Maschine micro tutorial. And as you can see, I have the Maschine micro all set up here and everything. I've got Maschine on the screen, as you can see. I'm just going to show you how to, the basics of making a beat in Maschine. So yeah, so first time you open it, a whole bunch of crap is going to come up, but once you actually get to the software, this is pretty much what you're going to see. Now this isn't a tutorial on how to scan for VSTs or anything like that. That'll be in the future. This is just how to make a simple beat, all that. So first, I like to start with either if I'm chopping a sample or just making a beat with VST plugins, so like keys or brass or whatever. I'll start with that, but for tutorial purposes, I'll start out with the drums. So in this video I'll just show you how to load drums using the software. In future videos I'll show you how to do it using the controller itself, so going to browse and filtering and going to lists and all that crap. But for this video I'll just show you how to do it using the software in your mouse. So yeah, so first what you want to do to load some drums is, if you want to load a whole kit, you can go up here and press this blue square and you'll get kits 1.5, loops, multi-effects and all that. You won't have user because I just added that in for some reason. But if you want separate drums, so if you want a certain kick or certain snare, you can go all the way to this last button here and you can click on drums or drums 1.5. You click clap, cymbal, hi-hat, all that. But for now we're just gonna use a regular kit. So this is the filter system. So first what you want is a kit. I'm just gonna sign out of Skype really quick here because I don't want people calling me. And sorry about that. But yeah, so you want to click kit and that'll filter it. That'll filter the type and the subtype. So we got kits. Or you don't even have to filter it. There's a search bar here, and if you have a specific kit you're looking for, you can type in, say I want the licorice kit. There it is, right here. Actually, I'm going to take that kit, because that's the one I want to do a tutorial with. And for the filter, you would click kit. Let's say you want a produced kit. Go here and you just browse through. You got all these. There's tons and tons of kits. There's quite a bit. So yeah, so now, and then once you find your kit, you can just do what I did. You just click and drag onto the group and you'll have it. So now we have our kit. There you go. As you can see here on the screen, we have the search part over here. And up here we have our sequencer. So this sequencer is compiled of scenes. I think you have 64 scenes or something. Yeah, 64. And that's quite enough. That's quite a lot. I never use that many, to be honest. But yeah, so once you record something into the patterns here, you have 16 patterns per group. And I believe you can change the pattern bank. Yes, you can. So you actually have 64 patterns because you have a pattern bank, and there's 4 banks, so you have 64 patterns and 8 groups. So do the math because I'm not going to do it right now. So yeah, let's just start out. Let's just record a basic pattern. So here it'll already be pre-recorded, so you can hit the play button and you'll hear a beat going. Pretty basic beat. They give it to you automatically. But if you want to make your own, you just click Control A. That'll highlight all, and then just delete. I'm just going to close this for now. And then to record something, you just set your tempo and record. So I want a tempo of 85, so I'm just going to set it up there. And then to record using the, if you don't want to keep clicking with your mouse, if you want to record with the hardware over here, you can either hit record, and then as soon as you hit play, it'll start recording. But what I like to do is click shift and then record, because that'll give me a pre-count, like a count in, as it says up here right above the record button. It says usually a 1 bar count in. So yeah, let's just go record something. So as you can hear, it's pretty offbeat, and the reason I did that was so I could show you how to quantize in Maschine. So there's 2 ways you can do it. You can either click Control. Actually, no, there's only 1 way you can do it apparently. Or is there? Whatever. I only know of 1 way, but I know there's 2. You can just Control A. That'll highlight everything. Then on the hardware here, you can press Shift and the 5th button, so 2nd one on the right here to the top, whatnot. Press that, you hit it, and it'll quantize. So down here you have, your steps, what you want to quantize it to. So say I wanted to quantize it to, half a bar. I click, boom, quantizes half a bar. Just undo that. But I usually keep it on 1/16 because that's usually what I play. And now you have a perfect on-time beat. Right, and you can record over that if you want. I can just record and say I just record it over and boom. So it's fairly easy to use this once you get the hang of it. And yeah, oh crap. So to maybe when you're recording, you'll go off beat and you might want a metronome. To do that, you can click shift and play. And up here on the screen, you'll see metronome. You'll see the metronome go on. So see metronome off, metronome on. Might not be able to see that because my camera sucks. But yeah. Just turn this a bit. There we go. So yeah, and then you can also change how loud the metronome is. So right when you hit it, if you start turning the dial, that'll like right away start changing the volume. So, oh, sorry. So now the metronome's on, and I want to change the volume. For some reason it's starting not work. So the metronome's on right now at the highest level. So I'm not sure how well you can hear that, but then if I go to metronome on and I like scroll down, now it's at the lowest it can possibly go, and you probably won't be able to hear it. Yeah, you can't even hear it. So that's just how to use the metronome. You click shift, play, metronome toggles on and off. So now we have our drum beat, and you've got each kit comes with 16 sounds, so I just use the kick and the snare, but you have a ton. So you got like kick, snare, you got a closed hi-hat, another closed hi-hat, another kick, rim shot, 2 more hi-hats, another kick. You got a ton of shit in here. Excuse my language. So yeah, let's go, I don't know, make some tunes. So maybe some keys. So to get the musical and melodic part of the beat, you go up here and you can either click this orange square and instruments will come up, or you can go up here and click this keyboard and you'll get tons of different patches for like sounds of different keyboards. So I'm just gonna use instruments for the sake of the tutorial. I'm gonna go for a brass acoustic. You don't really need to click acoustic, it's the only one there. Let's go for an alto sax. And so here's our alto sax. And so I don't think you're gonna want a one note the entire song just going at whatever beat you want. You're gonna want to change the pitch and whatnot, different notes. So to do that, you can either go to the software, and right over here, right beside the group, you have this pad button, and then there's the instrument button, and this will take you into pad mode. So you got, so then you got all these different, then you got like you can click shift and pad mode, and that'll toggle between pad mode. Yeah. Also, you can change the starting note. So here we have, that's like C1 or something. I have no idea. But you can change that by, if you scroll down, you can see how this C note right here is like darkly highlighted. So when I hit it, it highlights. That's the beginning note. You can change that by clicking any note and right clicking. So now start on an F sharp or whatever. I can't remember this. That's a low F. And then we're back on C just by right clicking. So to get out of pad mode, back to the pad. So let's just record something really quickly. It's probably gonna be really crappy, but whatever. Control A, shift, hit pad 5, quantized it. So now it sounds like this. Rename the groups by going, just double clicking on the name. Okay, let's type drums, and this one we can click melodic sounds of happiness. Probably spelled that wrong, but whatever, who cares. And now you can have 16 different instruments in each group, but usually I have one per group because I like to master my sounds. I like to like mix them and put some EQs on them. And that's a little bit harder when they're all in one group. But some people put them all in one group, doesn't really matter. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and load another sound, maybe some, why not a lead? This sounds interesting, Android drops. So there's our lead sound. And up here, like this, the patterns, you have 4 tabs, and each tab can hold an effect. So obviously the first one's going to be a sampler, because you have to have something that the sound is in, and you pretty much have 3 effects. On top of that, you have the group effects, which are effects on the entire group. So that pretty much gives you 3 effects per sound, 4 effects per group, and then you have the master effects, which is 4 effects for the entire song. So it controls every single sound. So yeah, so let's just record something now with the lead. First half bar. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zoom out by clicking the zoom button and dragging down. Zoom out here, and highlight everything else, and I'm just gonna go here, click this, quantize. Alright, it's all quantized, and then I'm gonna copy and paste it. You can do this by either clicking Control C or holding Control V, or holding Control and clicking the left mouse button and dragging. But I'm going to use the controller. I'm going to press Shift, pad 11 to copy, pad 11 to paste, and then you can use pad 7 and 8 while still holding Shift to move back and forth says nudge and has a direction arrow. So I'm just going to do that a couple times. Copy, paste, paste, and we're done. There we have our leads. So this is what it should sound like. To be honest, I just might keep that and make something out of it. So yeah, there we have our patterns, and I don't know, let's go ahead and add a bass into there. Let's go analog classic A. So there we got a classic analog bass. Let's just record something again. Sounds. Here, beside the sound, you can also change the sound of the name, and you can also change the volume and the panning, so from right to left. So see, we have our two bar pattern. Say we want 4 bars, we can go up here to where it says 2.0 and there's 2 arrows, and you just drag up and it'll go to 4 bars. So just go bar by bar. And then we can go here, just click shift, shift, pad 11 to copy, pad 12 to paste, then pad 7 and 8 to nudge. Unfortunately, you can't hold either of the nudge pads, and it'll just keep going. You actually have to tap it continuously, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, whatever, I can live with it. I usually use my mouse for that. So yeah, now we have our beat. It's pretty terrible, as you can already tell. But say we want to I really don't see why they had to put a solo, or never mind. So say we want to solo sound. So I want to solo the lead, Android drop. So now we just have the lead. But say then I want to solo the you can do the exact same thing for groups too. So once you click mute or solo, you'll have the pads will be glowing for the sounds. But if you hold solo or mute and click group, the group pads will appear, the blue lights, and now you can mute or solo the groups. So let's say I just want the drums, I can mute the melodic sounds of happiness. I can just tap the drums, tap the sounds, and there you go. And then to unmute both of them, now to switch 8 groups here. I don't know why they couldn't give us 16, but whatever. So you have group A through H, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. And whenever a group is in use, like group A and B for drums and melodic sounds of happiness, they will be slightly glowing blue. And when you tap them, they'll glow bright blue. But when there's no sounds in that group, they will glow, like, they won't glow at all. They'll just be like all the regular pads, but you can still tap on them and go to them. But they won't be glowing like these two right here. So, not sure how well you can see them glowing, but whatever. So, just go to that. Also, on the controller here, we can hit main, and that'll take us to the main volume, like the overall volume of the track, the swing, and the tempo. So say we want the volume, really quiet, we can just go all the way down, and we have a really quiet track. I don't even know if you can hear that, it's so quiet. But just put that back up. Now for swing, that kind of like offsets the beat, the notes, or like from each sound. So from each beat, I should say. So if you're making hip hop, you might want to turn on the swing, turn it up. I usually turn it up to about 30 or about mid 20s to the 40s. So maybe like 35 or 40 depending on what I'm making. So make it sound kind of funky, especially if there's 16th notes. Basically, you just change the tempo up and down. So I want tempo of 70. I can just scroll down, 70. Pretty slow. Then you can speed it up. Knob here, or using your mouse, you can actually tap the tempo. Now this is very, very useful, especially if you're chopping samples. Like sometimes, like I said, I usually start with my sampling. I'll chop some samples or chop a record, chop some songs or whatever. And say you don't know the tempo of that song, you can just, you can just click shift and tap the enter button right here. So you can see right here, you just tap it and the tempo will change depending on how fast you tap it. So if I tap it really fast, now we're at a tempo of, now we got a tempo of 489.5 beats per minute. So let's see how fast that goes. So I don't know any song that would back. And you can also change the, so see how it says 85.2 right up here. You can either change, you can't change that on the computer screen. You can't change the decimals unless you double click and type it in. Click 85. But you can change that on the controller. You can click shift and then you can just scroll and that'll give you, then you'll just be going by 0.1s, by decimals. So let's bring it back to, there we go. And there you have your song. So I'm already past 20 minutes on this video, but I can assure you there will be more in this series, unlike my Reason tutorial video, which I kind of got lost because there wasn't much to give a tutorial on. But yeah, sorry for the lack of videos, by the way. I've had camp every single day for the past month of July, which kind of sucks. But the month of August, I am completely free, other than the first 2 weeks, which I will be in road tripping through California and Las Vegas. But I'll try, I can't promise anything, but I can try and get at least one video out during the first 2 weeks of August. But then the last 2 weeks of August, I am completely free, and so there will be a couple more videos coming out then too. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. First tutorial of Maschine, Mikro, and Maschine software. So yeah, rate, comment, subscribe, favorite, like, whatever. Do whatever you want. I'd prefer if you subscribe though. I don't really care about everything else. But yeah, that's it for this video, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.